All right, I think we're live. Hi, Mike Blissett here, founder of Speak Like a Pro Online. I wasn't quite ready. Sorry, I'm just making sure everything's in the right place. Mike Blissett here, founder of Speak Like a Pro Online, and I'll let you into a little secret. This is my very first YouTube live, so I'm kind of thrilled that I finally did it. I almost did a YouTube live about a year ago. I planned to do a YouTube live webinar. I think that's what I called it, and I chose the title, and the title was how to, I think, beat nerves and build confidence when you're speaking live online. And it got flagged up by the YouTube kind of thought police or whatever their programs are. And anyway, I got a strike, and they stopped me doing any live YouTube lives, or even wanting to do any YouTube lives, for about 3 months. And so I did it on Facebook. Yeah, so, and I never got around to doing it again. And so until today. And if you watched my video last week on this YouTube channel, you'll know that I recently got one of the new iPhones. The is it XS? The guys in the shop, or the geniuses in the shop, corrected me. They said no, it's a 10s, but I think it sounds cooler calling it an XS. I know it's some people think it's a bit of a rubbish name. I think it's a really cool name, but there you go. So anyway, I just decided to do it this afternoon, really, with very little prep. I just switched some lights on. I haven't got anything set up in the office here where I usually make my videos, and I just thought, you know, if I don't do it today, it just feels like it's an opportunity to do it today. And the reason for that is Mondays are usually my I book myself out on a Monday, by the way. I'm sharing my diary with you, and what I book myself out as, and it's a whole day appointment, is video and marketing day. And so that's what I designate for Mondays. And so what I wanted to really cover is something I sometimes come across, you know, in conversation. I get asked occasionally, somebody online or in a Facebook group or somewhere, and I was doing a workshop on Saturday, a coaching workshop for a company that I love and adore, called the Coaching Academy. I've been training with them for, I don't know, about 11 years now, and as I say, they're my buddies and pals. It was great. Anyway, fantastic group of people, delegate students there this weekend. I don't know, 80, 90 of them or something. And you know, they were just, the energy was high. It was fun. Yeah, it was great. I was there on Saturday, and a woman came up to me in one of the break times and said that she kind of knew me from watching my YouTube videos, and I thanked her, which is, it's always very sweet to hear that. And she asked me, but how do you manage to create so many videos? Now, I don't think I create so many videos compared to some people on YouTube that create like massive amounts of videos. I mean, respect to them. I'm not in that league. I set myself a target about, I don't know, maybe just coming up to a year ago now, to aim to produce a video a week. And that for me was a huge kind of step forward, because before that, and I've been on YouTube for, I don't know, 8 or 9 years, something like that, and I would produce, you know, some videos, and you know, I get inspired for a few weeks, and then there'd be a gap of 6 months. And I don't know if this resonates with you. I see a lot of fellow coaches, and I'm a coach and trainer and speaker. I see a lot of people like me doing something like that. And so, as I say, I set myself a target about a year ago to aim to produce a video, to upload a video a week. And the thing is, before that, I had that target in my head, that aim in my head, for a long time, for a few years. And as I say, it kind of worked sometimes, and then I kind of fell off the wagon, and you didn't hear anything from me, no videos for a few months. And so something wasn't working well. And what it was, and this might be where maybe you are, or certainly I had this conversation with this woman on Saturday, and she said that's why she hasn't started, because she said what she said was, it just sounds overwhelming to have to create something new and hopefully fresh or interesting or whatever every single week, or whatever your schedule is, whether it's every week or every 2 weeks or twice a week or whatever it would be. Just the relentlessness of it kind of feels overwhelming. And I recognize that, because the reason I kind of had my busy spells of making lots of videos a few years ago and then nothing for a few months is because I did that as well. I kept feeling inspired, and then it would be followed by overwhelm, and when I get overwhelmed I kind of stop. So, and I'm guessing a lot of people like that. I speak at a lot of groups and I hear that, and I was one of them. And so what I decided to do differently, and I didn't come up with this idea myself, I heard several other people like James Wedmore, people like Brendan Burchard, I suppose Amy Porterfield does it with her podcasts, and so not always video, sometimes it's podcasts or content basically. And what they suggest is, or what they do is that they batch. So they book themselves out for an amount of time, for example a day, and they just film or they record the whole time, and don't do any coaching appointments, don't do anything else. Just spend that designated amount of time, for example a day, just to record whatever that content is for them. And so that's what I decided to do. As I say, about a year ago I decided to book myself out for videoing and marketing on a Monday. And so on Monday I don't book any coaching sessions, I don't really do anything else. I just I set up the office as I would. I haven't quite got it set up now, but as I set up the lights and the camera and everything, and tidy all the mess, so that if I'm going to have a day's filming, I can concentrate on doing just that. And in a day, I've just made some notes the last few weeks. I've filmed probably twice in the last month, so 2 Mondays in the last month. And the first Monday I filmed 4 videos, and then the 2 weeks later I had another day's filming, and I filmed 5 videos in that day, which sounds a lot, but my videos are maybe 5-10 minutes long, so they're not that long. It takes a lot longer to film them and then to edit them and all the rest of it, but it's very doable. That's the point. And so what I wanted to share with you, I guess, is how I managed to batch content. Because as I say, I'm self-taught. I didn't go to film school. I haven't done any programs to kind of learn this. I've heard how other people do it. Amy and James and Brendan and all the rest of them. But equally, I've thought about, how does this fit into my life in cold North London in the middle of winter? How does this work for me? And so this is how it works for me. So I have a book. If you're in the UK, you'll probably know the Japanese stationery kind of whatever shop. It sells a bit of everything. It's called Muji, and so I bought a simple notebook from Muji, and I'm on the lookout. So my what's the phrase? My antennae is antennae? I'm not sure what it is. Anyway, so I'm on the lookout for. It's Monday. My language gets better by Tuesday maybe, but I'm on the lookout for ideas. And I might see this, I might get an idea based on something I've watched on the TV or read in a magazine or seen online. I watch a lot of other people's YouTube channels. I've just discovered a guy. I'm probably the last person in the world to discover this guy. He's a guy called Casey Neistat or Neitschak. He's been around for years. He's got I think something like 10 or 12 million followers. So as I say, I think I'm probably the one of the last people to find him. But wow, I'm in awe of his content. He's not a coach. It's not really personal development. He just kind of films his day, a kind of snapshot in the, a day in the life of Casey. And he's got a particular slant on it, a sense of humor, his tongue firmly in his cheek. I mean, he's just brilliant. And he's an incredible kind of videographer, editor. He just produces incredible content. And so all these kind of things inspire me, and sometimes they spark ideas, in that I don't do things like Casey. I don't have his experience. I don't have his how-to kind of knowledge. I don't have his camera and editing equipment. But if it sparks off something, as I say, for me in my life as a coach, trainer and speaker in my little world in North London, then maybe I can make a video about it. So as I get ideas, then I write them in my little notebook. And that's what this work, there we go, I've gone all the way to the end. And so I just make loads of ideas of what a video could be about. And I keep this little book, so it doesn't weigh anything, with me pretty much all the time. And so I take it around with me everywhere. And so throughout the weeks or the months, when I get an idea, when I spot something, when something sparks my imagination, I write it. And basically one video blog will be one page. And so that's how I do it. So I don't know how many pages are in here, 30 or 50 or something like that. That's how I come up with my video kind of titles. It wasn't always as neat and tidy as this. Usually it was scraps of paper all over the place, stuffed in my bag. I'm in my pocket and my coat pocket and stuff, but equally there would be video ideas. And so once every few weeks or a month, when I have my video and marketing day, where I film and batch and plan and batch and record and batch and edit and batch content, I'd assemble all these scraps of paper with all these notes on, and now it's kind of a bit neater in this, but that's where I film the video. And if I can get them edited as well, or some of them edited on that day, then that's great stuff. But equally, the aim is to, as I said at the beginning, take the overwhelm out of filming, so that I can just relax and just do what I do, which is coach and train and speak. And so if I can get my videoing done in, as I say, 1 or 2 days per month, then the rest of the time, as and when, I can edit if they need editing. And they usually, as I say, they're short videos, 5-10 minutes, and then upload them as I want to upload them to YouTube, and we're done. So really, I just wanted to share that process with you. It's not the most mind-bogglingly, I'm coming up with words today, it's not the most mind-bogglingly, that's a cool word, I think I'll write that down, I'll keep that word, technical, I guess, way of videoing, but it's a very simple process, a structure that works for me. So it keeps me out of overwhelm and into a good space where I can set up all the lights, and I'll make some more videos, and I'll videos whether they're live or recorded videos where I show you how the setup is in my office, if you want to know about that. So if you do want to know about how I set the lights up and the camera and everything, just leave a comment in the box below and I will do that, as I say, in a future video. But they're not set up now, so that's why I'm not going to show you. I just stuck this light on here and that's kind of it. So there's no special lighting here today. Yeah, so that's kind of it. So the secret of not getting overwhelmed with making video, whether they're on YouTube or Instagram or Facebook or LinkedIn or wherever you're gonna put them, the secret of not being overwhelmed or not getting overwhelmed is, or one of the secrets is to batch, so that I think, just kind of dipping into the other side of the reason why I wanted to batch content, and why I've made the decision, as I say, about a year ago, to really deliver on uploading at least one video per week, was that basically the algorithms that are on YouTube, and equally if you post them on Instagram or Facebook, they, you know, they have theirs as well, and they like to see you know, this kind of consistency, whatever consistency means for you, whether it's daily or twice a week or once a week like me, or twice a month or once a month or whatever, but be consistent, rather than what I did before was, as I say, a bunch of videos and then silence for you know, 6 months. That's not consistency on any level, and it's because I didn't get the process, I didn't get the structure right in my mind, but I think it is now. So going forward, and the reason why I wanted to make this YouTube live video today, I've had this idea for a few months now, probably 2 or 3 months, since the end of last year. And the idea is that I'm kind of into uploading a video on a Monday now. I think that's become a habit, and it's a good habit, and I basically love making videos, and I'm learning all the time, and I like kind of editing them, and I'm learning new stuff all the time. So hopefully that's been hopefully that is useful for you to watch. But the extra idea that I've had is that I'd like to add an extra video to the YouTube channel, probably every week. I haven't quite got it solid in my mind yet, that's why I'm sharing it with you. And this is going to be a live kind of Ask Mike video. So it's my territory, my world is, I've mentioned a few times, coaching, speaking and training. And last year I put together my first online course, Speak Like a Pro Online. That's going to be relaunching, I don't know, sometime in the spring. I like to make videos, which hopefully you've got the idea now. And so that's what I do. My area of, if there is an area of expertise, is kind of confidence and speaking. And I'll tell you about that, some other video. But that's kind of where I'm at. So if you've got any questions about that, how to build your business online, whether you're a coach, trainer, speaker, if you want to make an online course, if you want to feel more confident speaking to camera, how to shoot videos, this is that's where I'm at. So with the Ask Mike lives that I want to do, and I'm probably going to do these on a Thursday. Not quite sure of the time yet, so I will, if you're on my mailing list, I'll let you know, and I'll put it on social media as well. But if you're not on social media, if you're not on my social media, on Facebook or LinkedIn or whatever, just look for my name, Mike Blissett. If you want to be on my newsletter list, if you're not already, just go to my website, mikeblissett.com. Get that free report, Speak Up, Stand Out, 5 weird ways to begin your presentation, and it means that then you will be on my mailing list, and I'll let you know when I'm going to do my Ask Mike live YouTube sessions, posts, shows, whatever they're called, I don't know. So let's see what they are. But really, I want to, rather than me just ramble on for 10-15 minutes, I really want to make something that's of value for you. So that's why I would like to get some questions. So if you've got something you're kind of dying to ask, and maybe, because this is a relatively small channel at the moment, and I want to grow it, but at the moment it's reasonably small. So the chances are, if you ask a question, you're going to get it answered. And if you know me, and whether you see me live or speaking or training somewhere, or you just kind of got the idea from my other videos that maybe you've seen, I'm pretty upfront. So if you ask me something and I don't actually know an answer to it, I'll tell you. So I'm not just going to make stuff up. But equally, if I have some experience, or I have some knowledge or some insight that hopefully will be some value, then I will obviously share that with you as well. So yeah, so that's kind of my first YouTube live. It sounds weird saying YouTube live video, and hopefully it's been reasonably interesting for you, and just if you have a question to ask me, just leave it in the comments box immediately below this video, and I think I'm going to start the Ask Mike sessions this Thursday. So yeah, I'm going to seize the energy. I don't want to put this off for a few weeks and say it's going to launch in 2 weeks or 3 weeks, because maybe, you know, I'll lose the moment then. And I feel like I have the moment, and I feel like, you know, it's still relatively fresh in the new year. I know we're in March, but you know, it's still relatively fresh. So I want to start this, and so the first Ask Mike session will be live this Thursday. I'm thinking 3 p.m. in the afternoon. I don't know why, because when I started the call, I had this session, I thought maybe 10 a.m. But as I say, I haven't quite got the time exactly right yet. But I'll let you know if you're on my list or if you're in social media. I will let you know. Yeah, so that would be cool. And I will keep posting or uploading videos that I record each Monday, as I have been doing the last year or so, and hopefully that's going to be developing. It's developing a theme here on kind of best practice and sharing ideas, tools and techniques to help you kind of speak better and reach more people with what you do online, whether that's video, whether that's live, whether, you know, some people make a kind of a sort of podcast radio show type program. But it's sharing you good stuff. That's the whole point. So that's it for this time. If you have enjoyed this, if you found it useful, please click the subscribe button. It's somewhere around here. I'll figure out where it is when I watch this video back, and I'll point in the right direction next time. So hit the subscribe button. And also, I guess, the notification bell, because apparently that's meant to ring and let you know when I go live or when I post a new video. So that's cool. And if you have any comments, I say, or questions, leave them in the box immediately below. And I guess finally, I'm asking you way too many things here, but it'll be smoother next time, I promise. Finally, if you know anybody who you think might find this valuable as well, either this one or going forward with the lives, then you know, share this with, as I say, your mates, buddies, pals, friends, and family, because they might just find this interesting as well and useful. So that's it for this time. Remember, I'm Mike Blissett, and look forward to talking to you again. Take care.